So about a year ago, I did something quite interesting. I deleted the most toxic social media app there is. And before I tell you which social media app this is, I first want to let you know to watch this video with precaution to what I'm about to tell you. Because after you hear my experience with deleting this one social media app, you will start to realize the secret behind why these social media apps are free. And so let's dive right into the story. So a little over a year ago, I was scrolling on TikTok one night when this video popped up on my For You page, and it was a video by Alex Sedlak. And what he was telling me is that Snapchat is a toxic app. And at first I was like, this guy's crazy. Like, what could be wrong with an app that you simply just send selfies to each other with, you know? But for some reason it stuck in the back of my mind, and he was so convinced. He talked with so much conviction about why Snapchat was bad. So I kind of paid attention, but I didn't take any action. And also around this time when I saw that video, I started to date this girl, right? And we got into an argument one night, and it was because, out of nowhere, she just decided to delete Snapchat, right? But you know, me being who I am, I checked her Snap score, of course, and I saw it go up a little bit about a week after she told me she deleted Snapchat. And because of this, I started an argument with her. And she was just telling me, like, oh, I was just sending my friends my number. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. You were just sending your friends your number. And what I realized from that is that Snapchat almost caused my relationship to end. And so that thought again that Alex Sedlak told me is that Snapchat is toxic came back into my mind, and I became more conscious that he was telling the truth, that this app is toxic. I mean, heck, I just almost ruined my relationship with this woman I love because her Snap score went up a little. Now, this is just the very top of this story. It gets way deeper than just this. So after I had the argument with that girl I was dating at the time, I ended up deleting Snapchat too. And the first 2 weeks were horrible, dude. I felt like I was out of the loop. I felt like I had no friends. I felt like I was just lonely. But then the third week, something changed. The thing that changed was that I started to realize what it's actually like to be social as a teenager. You know, because us, like, I'm 20 years old, you're probably around the same age. We grew up with social media, right? We had Snapchat back in middle school and high school, and that's what, you know, social skills were. It was texting people on social media. But then I didn't have social media, and I was like, how do I be social? And also what came with this is I realized that I truly didn't have any friends at all. I posted my number on Snapchat. You know, before I deleted it, I was like, hey, text me, I'm getting off Snapchat. And guess how many people texted me? My girlfriend and my one friend. And this was kind of a crisis for me. All of a sudden, I had all of these friends. I had like 5,000 friends. I had a bunch of streaks, all these people I texted all day. And then now I'm left with nobody, two people in my life. And so it was hard for me not to go back to this app, but I started to feel this sense of peace in my life, this blissfulness, this enjoyment for myself, and for especially the time I would spend with, you know, the couple people in my life. And like I said earlier, I started to figure out what it's actually like to be social as like a teenager, because I wasn't constantly up my friends' asses. I didn't know what was constantly going on with them. I wasn't constantly getting Snapchats of their forehead, looking at their story, looking at their Snap location. And when I got to finally spend time with them, it was so much more valuable to me, because it was like, hey bro, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in so long, tell me what's up. And so weeks passed by, months passed by of me not having Snapchat, and life totally changed. So I want to share with you what I have learned. The first strange thing that I learned is that you know people better than you actually know them. And what I mean by this is you're constantly texting these people online, you know, you're constantly snapping them or messaging them, and you think you know who this person is, right? But that's wrong. When you talk to them in real life, it's kind of like awkward. You kind of really don't know each other. You just know each other's Snapchat profile. And this kind of goes back to that argument I had with that girl I was dating at the time. I didn't get into an argument with her. I got an argument with her Snapchat profile. I connected her reputation in real life with her reputation online, her profile. And so that was truly eye-opening for me. I thought the whole point behind social media was to stay connected to your friends, right? But then I realized that it only ever ruined my relationship with my friends. It only ever created false connections with them. And then I started to become like really paranoid over these apps, and I started to question a lot of things. I was like, wait a minute, why are they free? Well, you gotta pay for some ways. Nothing is free in life, right? So I was like, okay, how are these apps making money? With my attention. They are designed in a specific way to keep your attention and keep you on the app. So I started to go down this loophole, right, of how these apps are designed to keep you on the app. And the exact shade of red that the notification pops up with is a shade that sparks more dopamine in your mind. And so what this means is you aren't truly friends with the people you talk to online, the people you Snapchat all day. You guys are just addicted to the same drug, which is notifications. So the whole reason you're texting them throughout the day is not because you want to stay connected to them. It's not truly because you want to talk to them. It's because they're giving you dopamine. And so when you look at this with a bird's eye view, you start to realize that the people you think are your friends are not your friends. They're simply just triggers for dopamine. And I want to bring this video to another point, and that is that you cannot have a healthy relationship with anybody if you both are on Snapchat, because like I said, Snapchat creates false connection with somebody. You guys are only friends for the dopamine hit. And to add to that, Snapchat is way too personal. You know how they have the whole location thing, right, with the time update? Well, let's say you're texting somebody, right, and they haven't texted you back in 18 hours, and out of curiosity, you're one click away from checking, their Snap location, and you see they were active 2 minutes ago. Well, that starts to make you feel like, wow, they don't like me anymore. Like, wow, maybe we're not friends. Like, what did I do wrong, right? And this would never happen in real life, because you would never be able to tell when your friend 5 miles away is talking to another person because you're not there. But with Snapchat, with these social media apps, you get to see when your friend is doing anything online. And you know how Snapchat has streaks, right? Well, I used to think that girls I would talk to, were addicted to talking to other guys, right? They had like 100 streaks, half of them were guys, half of them were girls. I used to think they just like talking to a lot of guys. They like getting a lot of attention from a lot of guys, which is partially true, but more of it is just them being addicted to the streak. They feel obligated to sign onto that app every single day and send out 100 photos to 100 different people to keep that Snap score going. But the thing is, do you really think you're meant to be on social media every day? Do you really think you're meant to be social every day? I don't think so. I think we need time alone. I think we need time away from our phones and from social media. But because this app is designed to keep you on there and make you feel obligated to text people back every single day, it hacks into your psychology. And that brings me to another point, is that Snapchat and social media will get you to do things that you don't even know why you're doing it, or that you don't even want to do. And for me, this was going out on the weekends, right? I would see all my friends posting on their stories, going out, having fun. And as a teenager, I felt obligated to go out with them because it was what was going on, online. Everybody was doing it, right? So I would go out. But then when I would get home, I'd be like, damn, I kind of wish I stayed in. But then I tried staying in, and I would just get major FOMO because I saw everybody out doing stuff. So I was stuck in this loop of going out even when I didn't want to. And I realized that, dude, Snapchat was causing me to do something I didn't even want to do, bro. And when I would go out, I wouldn't even really connect with people. There was no actual connection going on. Everybody was kind of just getting together just to show to their stories so that other people would think cool of them, I guess. And so the conclusion I made from all of this, from being off Snapchat for 365 days, is that social media is actually antisocial. Because after I deleted Snapchat, I started to really value my time with the people I spent time with, because I didn't see them, right? I didn't know what was going on in their life, so I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to make the most out of that couple hours I had with them, because I wouldn't get connection with them again until next week, if you get what I'm saying. Just realize this: if you are on Snapchat and you're texting all of your friends on Snapchat right now to this day, then you truly aren't bonded to your friends. Because what bonding actually is, it's storytelling, it's having conversation, it's experiencing things together, it's truly enjoying your time with that person. But if you're constantly texting them all day and constantly seeing into their life, then you're only bonding over dopamine. You're only bonding over the addiction you guys have to each other's notifications. And this is the part where it just might brain F you, bro, is that once you realize all of this, you realize why these social media apps are free. Because you pay with your soul, you pay with your time, you pay with your attention. Your limited finite time you have as a human being is being spent on this fake social media app, and you are watching these ads that is, making money for the big company, and they just keep making it more and more addictive, so you stay in the loop. And you might be thinking to yourself right now, I can't delete Snapchat. I'm going to be have no friends. I'm going to have nothing to do. Well, that's just kind of how life is. My dad growing up always told me to go read a book, and I was like, read a book? who reads a book? Like, that would be boring. But now I get it. Now I like reading a book. This also partially kind of goes with like dopamine detox, because my dopamine isn't always spiked high. I can actually do the things that actually grow you in life. Like, I actually get dopamine from actually talking to somebody instead of just like snapping them. That's why I think my generation is like so lonely. I don't know about you, but if I ever scroll on TikTok, it's just a bunch of videos of people feeling like really lonely. Like, they're posting their lonely content and they're like, life sucks. And it's all because of this social media app. We're lacking real human connection. The only connection we actually really have is the addiction we have to notifications. And so if you're going to use social media, you should only use it to create instead of letting it consume you. There's two ways to use social media. There's one to use it to your advantage, and there's one to let it use you, or to literally not use it at all. Because, fuck man, I'm literally like a component of the system. I post online, which means people are using their time, energy, and life watching my content. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do about it? You can't take these companies down. You can't stop them. All you can do is spread the best message online, and that's what I'm trying to do here. And so my challenge to you is to delete the social media app that is worse for you. You probably know what it is, right? Most of you is probably Snapchat, could be Instagram, it could be TikTok, right? Whatever social media app is taking up all of your time. Look at your screen time right now. Delete it. And if for 30 days it makes your life worse, go ahead, re-download it. But 30 days after, if your life is better, then, thank me later. And so as the quote goes, smart men learn from their mistakes, and wise men learn from the mistakes of others. So be a wise man and learn from me, and delete Snapchat today. And with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found some value in it. If you want to join my private community and connect with me more, my Handsome PR program is down in the link in the description. I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.